Hi guys, I'm Sasha and welcome back to my YouTube channel, She's Type Wonderful, a channel aimed at increasing awareness about type 1 diabetes. To do this, I show you some of the things I do on a day-to-day basis to manage life with such a chronic disease. I also do a little bit of vlogging. I do a little bit of everything. My ultimate goal is to show you that life with type 1 diabetes, it is challenging, it is difficult. However, you are still able to live a full life. So for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Now, as you can see from the title, I am going to be talking about how to pack as a type 1 diabetic for travel. Now, as a type 1 diabetic, you oftentimes are the first responder for any emergencies. So when we do travel, we have to make sure that we have all the things that we could possibly need on hand. So I am going to show you how I prepare for travel, the things that go into my little kit. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
This time, this is my fight song. Take back my life song.
So as I said, we'll be talking about packing for travel as a type 1 diabetic. Diabetes is a 24-hour disease. There are no breaks, and it is such a challenging disease, but I firmly believe that it should never be the reason you not to do something that you want to do. I see diabetes as a hurdle, and a hurdle meaning it's something that is standing in your way, but with strategy, it can be overcome. And that's how I approach my own diabetes management. So if you are someone who likes to travel, you should diabetes then should not be the reason you not travel. And I hope that this video can make it a little bit easier for you if it's something that you're deliberating. If you don't know what to pack, I'm hoping that this video will help. Now, the thing with diabetes is, especially if, like for myself, I wear an insulin pump, I have to make sure I have all the different contraptions and devices and all of those things with me. So I have to take them, I have to make sure I have those on hand. If you are traveling to remote areas, the suggestion would be that you try to find out exactly where you're going, do your research, find out where you would go if an emergency were to happen. Where could you go to get medical supplies and things like that? And because sometimes certain areas are not equipped with the supplies that you may need, you have to travel with them. So that's why I'm doing this video. So I wanted to start out with my my case, and all of these things that I'll be talking about, I'm going to go ahead and put the link down below. If you're interested in purchasing or anything, you can do that. And I'm not getting a commission from anything that I post. I'm just putting it there for information purposes. So this is my wherever you go bag, and what I like about this case is that it comes with an extra strap right here, so you're able to slip this directly over, say, your hand luggage. So you just slip this part over the handle and then you just pull it along. And one thing, never ever check your diabetic supplies. They should always be with you. So this is the wherever you go bag. This I got this is about 49 bucks. I know, but there are different, the website offers different sizes and so on. So there are small options to this bag, but this is the one that I got, and I'll show you what it looks like. So inside you can see there are compartments, zippers, and these are These are what they can be refrigerated, so you can get the cooling effect for your insulin and so on, or you can use it alongside with an ice pack. And how you do it, really, you just soak it in some water, and that's it. It gets cool. The bag also comes with some additional bags that you can use to put stuff in. I haven't put anything in yet, but I will be soon. But I just wanted to show you. So you see, it's a nice little bag here. You can put different things in there. So it's almost like a lunch bag. So if you don't want to go with this option, I'm sure you can find another bag, maybe at Target, at your local Walmart, and so on. This is the chain that comes with it, and it just says diabetes supplies. And then this other side, you can see it's divided. Now in my bag, what is actually going to go in my bag, I am going to be putting in my reservoirs, because I have to make sure I have everything for my insulin pump. So I'll be putting in 3 reservoirs, because the reservoir has to be changed. It has to be changed every 3 days. So I'm just going to pack 3. This is the strap, so you can wear it over your shoulder if needs be. This is the actual sensor, and this is what allows your pump to act as your pancreas. Can you see? Yep, there you go. That's what the sensor looks like. And I'm just going to be putting like 3 in here as well. And then I'm also going to be taking my Mini Med meal, and this is what I use to, there you go. And that's what is used to connect the reservoir so it can attach to my body. And I'm putting about 3 also in here. I'm also going to be bringing my my insulin pen with me. Yes, I wear the pump, but you never know. You have to plan for the unexpected. And I have my my Frio bag here, and this is another insulated. How the Frio works, for those of you who don't know, this part is what you actually soak in water, and when you soak it in water, it basically, while the water evaporates, that's what creates the cooling effect. And it lasts for, I think, up to 48 hours, I think. That's what I read, up to 48 hours. So if you don't have a refrigerator or anything, the Frio is a good thing. So in my Frio, I'll be putting a pen, and I'll also be putting in an extra bottle of my Fiasp insulin. Yes, I'll make sure my reservoir, my insulin pump rather, is going to have insulin, but just in case, if I'm over the 3-day period and I need to reload, then I'll have. Another thing that I also have is I bought these from VialSafe. This thing actually, it's so cool in the sense that it actually holds your glucose vial. And it's so crucial because guess what? If this falls for any reason and drops to the floor, you don't have to worry, right? Because it's not going to fall. You can see I'm dropping it. I'm just dropping it right here. There's nothing to fear. This thing is so expensive, so you have to make sure. I'm sure no one would want, can you imagine you open a new bottle of insulin and then it falls to the ground and breaks? I've had that happen to me like once before, and trust me, I still remember. So I have that, and I'll be putting my vial in the VialSafe to protect it, and it will be going in my Frio. I also have extra needles, and of course this is what I'll be using if needs be for my insulin pen. What else do I have to go in my bag? I'm bringing an extra bottle of strips. These are my test strips, and these are my covers for, can you see? I'm so bad at this. This is what I use to cover the insertion site for my cannula. I cover it if needs be, so if I want to take a shower or anything, this, I just slip it in and it prevents any water from entering. And then I also have these, and these are the tapes, and this is what I use to cover the actual transmitter. I like these in terms of how they look, but for some reason it irritates my skin, so I also have the SIM patch. I also use SIM patch, and let me show you what the SIM patch looks like. This is what the SIM patch looks like. It's just like a band-aid. So it just covers the entire transmitter in one go. What else? My glucose tablets. These have to be in there as well to treat any episodes of hypoglycemia or anything like that. This is my Certa, and my Certa is of course for the my Certa is for my sensor. I also have alcohol pads. Always have to have my alcohol pads. And additionally, I'll also maybe put some extra snacks and sweets, candy, things like that, and those are to treat my hypos. Another thing that I have to always also ensure that I have in my bag are batteries. The insulin pump itself, it uses a AA battery, and the sensor charger, the transmitter charger, uses a AAA battery. So I have 2 of each, so I'm going to ensure that I have 2 batteries just in case, as I told you, for the just in case situations. And the number one thing that I have to ensure that I have is my glucometer. Yes, I wear an insulin pump, but I always have this with me. The insulin pump, it's going to require calibration, and I'm going to have to ensure that I have the glucometer to ensure that I can take a finger stick. And yes, the insulin pump, there's nothing more accurate than a finger stick, because the insulin pump, it only uses the interstitial fluid, whereas the actual blood gives you a more accurate reading. So it's always important to have your glucometer so that you can calibrate the insulin pump. And then 2, after a while, it won't work anymore unless it's calibrated. So you have to ensure that you have your glucometer on hand. And basically that's what goes in my wherever you go bag. And then, as I said, the cool thing about it is that it slips right over your hand, the hand luggage handle, so it's right there with you. I also have a letter from my doctor, and it's not really needed. I just have it for peace of mind, because now TSA is a little bit more informed, they're a little bit more open-minded, and now it's against the law actually to try to prevent a diabetic from traveling with medical supplies or anything like that. But I just have this letter, and all it says basically is that I have type 1 diabetes. Please allow me to travel with my my insulin supplies. 2 sentences. And that's basically it. And this is just if I have any issues with TSA or anything like that. So basically, that is what I pack whenever I am traveling anywhere or anything like that. I always have to ensure that I have all my supplies with me for any emergency. You never know what can happen. And with diabetes, as I stated before, oftentimes the diabetic person is often the one to treat themselves. So you have to ensure that you have everything with you. And did I miss anything? Let me know. Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you take with you when you are traveling? What do you use? Do you have a wherever you go, or do you just have a regular pouch? What do you use? What are some of the things that you use? And as I said, everything that I mentioned in the video, I'm going to leave the link below. So if you are interested in checking out any of those items, you can go ahead and do that. It's just for information. I'm not receiving any kind of compensation or anything if you do purchase anything. So I would love to hear from you, and I ask that you not leave without subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, if you found the content of this channel beneficial, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so that as soon as I upload a video, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.
Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.